What's up, beautiful people, and welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. It's Coach Mike James here. I'm bringing you another impactful conversations, and I'm starting a new segment under the umbrella of Impactful Conversations, Warrior Edition, baby. That's right. You heard it here first. One day I'm gonna get dope like my bro and have some sound effects and all that good stuff. But right now, welcome back. Listen, stop what you're doing. Everybody go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Connect. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you want to see with Impactful Conversations. If you know someone who should have an impactful conversation with me, let me know. If you know a Black business that should be interviewing with me, Black business booming, let me know. If you want me to cover a topic for motivation or whatever it is, let me know. So listen, man, we're going to jump into it because I got another amazing guest, which all my guests are dope, whether it's Black business booming, impactful conversations. But, you know, it's one thing to say family, you know what I'm saying? But then a lot of times it's bond over blood. Wait a minute. Run that back, Mike. Run that back, Coach Mike. Bond over blood, man. So I got a dope soul with me today, man, to kick off this Warrior edition of Impactful Conversations, representing the county, aka Russell County High School, baby, in Seal, Alabama. Hey, yes. Bro, this right here is where I, you know, when I input those horns. I like doing, you know, I haven't got my soundboard yet because I like saying that, and people have gotten used to me saying, Mike, I love when you input your own vocal horns in there.
Hey,
so
keep it.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, it works. It works for what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you know what I'm saying? But bro, listen, man, before we move any further, man, without further ado, introduce yourself to the people. Let everybody know your name and any other background information that you want to let folks know about.
What's up, beautiful people, man? My name is Mikell Sapp. I am a graduate of Russell County High School, class of 02. Me and that guy right there in the same class. Background, I am the son of Michael and Josephine Sapp. I'm the brother of Tasha Tread, Michelle, Michaels, and Antonio. I am uncle to a lot of nieces and nephews. I'm cousins to a lot of people. I am a Phoenix City native. I am a country boy. I am a guy who had a dream of being an actor and now pursuing that professionally. I'm doing that now, and I am a proud guest, honored, humbled guest on Impactful Conversations, the first from the county with my boy, Coach Mike James, man. That's
yeah. Yeah. Hey, that takes us back to 98 to 02, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Stop playing with
man, listen. Hey, what? The similarities, man. Even the way you explain when you said background, right? People ask all the time, and I share all the time. They say, you know, most people with a service-based business, right? Speaking, motivational speaking, coaching, anything like that, it's their name. So it'll be like Mike James, you know, website, www.mikejames.com. And I thought about it long and hard when I was trying to come up with the name for my business. And people say, okay, Mike, what is P&Z? Like P&Z life coaching, right? What is that? When you said your background, who you are, whose you are, like I am the youngest of 11 children born of the late, great Prince James Jr. and Izola Edmonds James. So that Z is for Zola. And so P&Z is my way of saying no matter what I do, no matter how I grow or not, I always will have a family business. And every time I put on my apparel, every time I do a presentation, every time I do this, every time I add something to my Instagram, YouTube, everywhere I am, LinkedIn, I'm reflecting my family and my upbringing, man. And, you know, coming from the county, it's just the whole purpose of me doing this. It's just a lot of greatness from that, man. You know, people say humble beginnings, but when you come from the county, man, Fort Mitchell, Phoenix City, you know, Seal, Crawford, Antioch, all of those places. Hurstburg, Pittsview, Hatchetchevy.
Oh no,
man, come on. What? So that's truly like, it's a blessing to see. I've told my wife many times, it's a blessing to see how many dope people, business owners, and even employees and actors and all this stuff that's come from right there.
Yeah.
Fam, Brandon, man, we talk about it all the time. So
Yeah.
that's one thing, man. So I love the way you introed that, man. And '02, bro, about to be 20 years, man. Like,
Sure.
where did that time go? So, man, listen, coming from Phoenix City, right? What were some impactful moments in your life? Some impactful things, thinking of even like those grade school years and stuff, some impactful things that happen in your life that you take with you coming from where we come from?
Man, that's a great question, man. I would have to say, I would have to start with, I know you said I can go back to even like elementary, but I just want to start, man, with that 98, 99 year, man. That football team, man, Rayshawn Reed, my brother, Mikell Sapp, Thomas James, Fred Owens, Jameson Williams, Chris Thomas, and then the junior class, Bobby Thomas, AJ Smith, Archie Smith, Mike James,
classic,
James,
classic,
the
other Mike James,
Terrell, man, like it was all these amazing people, man. They that squad, man, that is something that changed my life, man. It did. Like, for real, I'm gonna be honest with you. The rest of my high school years was not the same because that was our freshman year, when Michael's name was seniors. And man, just seeing what they accomplished, because like I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, simply say I know the whole records and all that type of stuff, the record books and history. But for us to go undefeated like that in that football year, and to see the leadership of those men, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And to see how they overcame all those obstacles, man. For them to be like, man, that team was small. That was a small team. Like a lot of them playing both ways, playing everything. Punting, they never came off the field. Bro, do you know how tiring that is?
It's crazy. It's crazy. Man, listen, what you're saying right there, that impact, right? And I'm so blessed and fortunate, man. In my speaking, I went to the barbershop today. Now that I'm bald, I do my own hair, but every now and then I have to get one of those barbershop talks. So I go in there and I was talking to them. I said, bro, I feel like my speaking career is starting tomorrow. And he was like, really? I said, because I'm able to go home. Like, man, it's almost like that Nazareth negation type thing, man. It's a different feel. It hits different when you can go home. I've been trying to get home for years, man. And so I'm pumped up, man, like I'm speaking at, a freaking concert or something at the Civic Center, man. I'm speaking to the team for a few minutes, before they head to this first game to whoop up on the Panthers. But I'm so excited, man, because it's like being back on the grounds of, all that started in 98, our freshman year, and being able to just impart in them just that power and that passion. When you talk about that team and how small they were, what I always think about is that picture in the Ledger Inquirer where they had the bench out on the field, and it was like Thomas and Fred and some of them out there, and Rayshawn, they were just sitting. And you look at it as like, man, even size wise, that's not the team that would have been guessed to make it all the way like that, to have an undefeated season. And that's huge. And like you said, bro, I don't know all the record books, but what I do know is this, that it's the first undefeated season at Russell County High School, because we had Chavala and Mount Olive. Yeah. Russell County High School, that was the first and last undefeated football season. You know what I'm saying? So it's just amazing, man, that you went there, because it's true. You said the rest of our years weren't the same. It's like when somebody come out with their first album, and you keep waiting on them, like you waiting for that fire. Like it ain't. So, bro, yeah, it was too. The bar was set so high in
Yeah,
terms
man.
of even just walking around the school. You know,
Yeah.
being able to go to Columbus and anywhere and all this stuff, and you seeing the businesses with, yeah, you know, the game painted on the window and all that stuff, and being able to hold your chest up high when you say, "Yeah, I go to the county."
Hey, you know, because let's not forget now that year and that time, oh, they were shutting the cities down. Phoenix City was shut down. No matter where that team went, everybody was going, traveling. I'm talking about even Central fans. They won't admit it, but even the Central fans traveling.
Like, look for all our Central Phoenix City fam, right? We're in the same county, but it's the city school and the county school. So for all our Phoenix City fam that went to Central, like y'all know how it was. Y'all know what it was in '98.
Stop playing. Y'all know what it was.
Y'all know the deal.
And we may not have much to brag on, but we gonna brag about that 1 year. We gonna brag about that
forever, over and over and over and over again. Yeah, we gonna drive that point. We're gonna drive that point. Know, here's another thing, bro. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I just want to say one thing though, and what could you talk about the impact? What impacted me was not only seeing how hard those guys worked, but I remember something that Rayshawn Reed said before they went out to play Central. He said, if we win this game, we'll go undefeated for the rest of the year. I'll never forget. Wow. He said that before the game started. He said, we win this game, we'll go undefeated for the rest of the year. And
wow,
when you talk about impact and you talk about leaders, if they didn't believe in that, if they didn't believe, they would not go out and execute. So the impact that young man had at that time to say, hey, follow me. If I say if we go out there and whoop these boys today, I guarantee you we go undefeated. And for that to resonate and for them to say, nobody doubted, but they all said, oh, okay, all right. And when they did,
let's do it.
And when they did it, it was like, you know what? It's said and done. It's already written. Let's do it. It's done. So just to have that type of impact, to say those words, and that's why I pride myself on is being ready for the moment when somebody needs me. Being ready for that moment. Am I going to speak genuinely and truthful from the heart to be able to impact somebody else? And I think that's why, you know, I'm glad to be one of the first people that you interview, man, because dog, it's so many legends down there.
Man, really, so many, dude. There's so many places I could have won and reached out to people. And here's the thing: we're talking about some legends. It's some people came through the county that I would have to go through their people to get to them. That's how dope some folks is. So I thought about it and I was like, there's no better person to start with than my bro. Cause like, you know, I feel like our relationship, it just grew as we matriculated through high school, and it was at its height senior year. You know, like it was me and you, David. Like some of us just riding thick as thieves.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that impact, man, it's crazy, man. And to think about what you said, like Rayshawn said, is to turn that and what was the score was what 26-21? I think the final score was.
I think so.
And that's how crazy that was for us that we can remember a lot of those scores, right? Because you still like you see the schedule to this day.
The station with 3-0, right? But a 3-0.
Yes. Yep.
We gonna remember
that's what it is. That's how strong it is, because you're talking about to beat your rival, which right now we're not even. I wouldn't even say we're rivals because they've done so much and stayed at a consistent level so long, but it's going down, right? It's going down. It's some good things. And that's why I wanted to start this too, because I think even looking at the football team is just some amazing things. When in our history, bro, have we ever known the entire coaching staff to be new? Like, we get a new we get a new head coach, and he bring in like maybe a strength coach or maybe some assistant, but then it's all the same faces. You know what I'm saying? But now it's literally, I love their hashtags or rise up and new era. It literally is a new era. They got Nike now, a new field, got the Jumbotron.
Yeah.
Some amazing
Yeah.
things, man. So
Yeah.
I know the feeling I'm gonna have when I just pull up and step on the grounds that, it's like home. It's like right now when I ride down the 165 and I go past Phoenix City down to Fort Mitchell, it's a feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, home. It's nothing like it.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you took that impact. So speaking of that, you went there first, right? That 98 year. And then thinking about high school and, where we come from. How did that carry over to like your adult life? Like thinking about impact and even your work ethic, as we kind of move into like what you do and that dream that you pursue, man. How did that carry over into your adult life?
Well, if you look at it, that 98, 99 year, like I said, that senior class, that 99 senior class, Rayshawn Reed, like I said, Mikell Sapp, my brother, Thomas James, Fred Owens, all those guys, they were truly underdogs. And, nobody projected them to do what they did. And, so that is something that I carry with me to this day. I always have an underdog's mentality, always. Like I don't expect anything to be given to me. I just expect you just to give me, just open the door just a little bit, and I'm gonna kick that thing in. I'm telling you, that's all I need. It's just
Out of it.
just a little bit of an open age. Just give me the opportunity, and I'm gonna do what I need to do. You know what I mean? Because one thing about me is that a lot of times people gonna tell you what you can't do. They're gonna tell you what you can't. You know what I mean? So I like to, move in the space of, okay, that's what you say. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't gonna be my life, So I'm going to move in this place that I can do this. So no matter what venue I step into, no matter what theater, no matter what audition I go into, I understand that I carry that underdogs mentality, that 98, 99, like, man, the odds are against us, but as long as I got me, I'm good. You know what I mean? So that's how it has impacted me, man. There are times when I do get down. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? Because getting knocked down is hard, but you know what I'm saying? But I get back up. So you know what I mean? So I think that just seeing how, nothing's gonna be easy, man. You gotta fight for it, you gotta work hard. So that impacted my life greatly, man. And even just seeing like, my cousins like Van Alexander playing basketball, just the way, he was on the court. And I'm just like, I didn't have that skill set to be as great as him, but what I saw was still though, like, he wasn't trying to just go to no higher school. Man, he stayed at the county, and he had the work ethic and tried to build it up and be the best that he could. So for me, that's what I try to do, man. I just continue to try to be a light, because I always say, man, that it don't matter where you're at, a bright star can shine from anywhere. So I just like to let people know that, we from the country. Yeah, we from Phoenix City, Fort Mitchell, Hurtsboro, Hatchet. We all up in the woods. That's true. But guess what? But a bright star can shine from anywhere, man. It don't matter where you are. Until you look up in the sky, I'm telling you, I believe the same stars I see is the same stars that people in LAC, Seattle. We see the same stars. We pick one star. Everybody pick the same star. That lets you know that a bright star can shine from anywhere. We can see it. If you could see it and we all could see it, man, we could do it, man. So that's something I like to let people know all the time, man. Is like, don't worry about where you're at. Just continue to push forward and grow and go.
That's warrior talk right there, man. Listen, I say it often. I say, look, I'm just a small town country boy trying to share my light, love, and positivity with as many people as I can. Yep. So yep. That is so many gems on what you said right there. I put something on my Instagram earlier today just because I was thinking about how, and it was me talking to myself and answering it for myself as well, how so many times we're looking at others as a coach, as a speaker. I could be looking at other speakers and coaches and different things. And though you may take some things that they do and say, okay, this is something I can emulate, we get stuck in that mode of, I want to do that, or I need to do this. And it's like, listen, no matter what you do, and this is for everybody, no matter what you do, nobody can outdo you at being you. So it don't matter what lane you're in. It's enough out here for everybody to win. So it's kind of like we always get in this competition mode. It's like, nah, do you, man. That's where you're going to shine. Your unapologetic and authentic self is where you're going to shine.
Man, you want me to remind you something that Coach Mike told me in 2002?
What's that?
You told me we was remember when we was on the track, we used to go to Lake Bottom. You know?
Man. Hey, I'm telling you, them was the days, bro.
So I remember this is something that I carry with me to this day. We ran, so I used to run the 400. So we got out there and I ran the 400, and then you timed me. And I remember running the 400, and I came back around, whatever. And then I said, "What was my time, Mike?" I ain't gonna say what the time was, whatever the time was. And you was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Dang." He said, "Don't worry about it." You said, "But if you had somebody like racing you, you would have ran faster." I always run my race like there's somebody ahead of me. That's what I always, that's something I always carry with me, man. I don't just get settled where I'm at. I'm always feeling like somebody's ahead of me, because I know that day you made me realize that there's so much more to you. You're tired now, but there's another gear. Because I guarantee you, if you had somebody racing with you or in front of you that you saw, I guarantee you would run a whole lot harder. So that's something Coach Mike told me in 2002 that I have not forgot, dog. So I run my race.
Listen, bro, I appreciate you that for bringing that back to light, because I tell people, even when I started doing like powerlifting competitions or different things, people would just assume you were certain. When I say, listen, I was not the best athlete for sure. I wasn't the best at, but I've always been a positive person, a motivator. You know what I'm saying? Like that, who I want to like champion everybody around. I don't know. I just always wanted to reach out to that person who was not getting it's to this day, there are people that was on the team, track or football, and the powerlifting team. I look back, they were freshmen and sophomores. I remember their name and conversations I had with them, just because they were the one that was like, head down and stuff like that. And it's just something about seeing somebody light up, you know what I'm saying? That connection, like, yeah, hey, I appreciate that. That's what I love, man. Dude, like, what? So going back to high school, man, where did that switch happen for you, where it was like, okay, you know what, man, I'm an athlete. This, I do this. What am I? I'm not made for the sideline. Where did that switch happen for you, bro? Because like you just came out of nowhere. It was like doing everything. Like,
that's not true. Yeah,
like,
bro, I was a straight up trainer, just straight up trainer. That's all I did.
Athletic trainer, people. Athletic trainer.
I was the best ball boy in the state. That I'm telling you, I was the best.
Let's go. Hey, man. Hold on, before you get serious and go into that, let me just say, when you say you was the best ball boy, like, those you see those little viral videos of like the referee or the ball boy running down the sideline keeping up with the players. That was you.
I was at that juking. You would see me on the field. I was juking. Hey.
What was that? What happened?
Man, I'm gonna tell you what happened. So I was athletic, but I wasn't skilled. There's a difference. like they say about people at the county that there's so much raw talent. So I was
Yes.
always athletic.
Facts.
I had the talent, but the skills, though, the techniques, I didn't necessarily have. You know what I mean? So what happened was I used to play backyard football, basketball all around the city, everywhere. And I started to get this confidence from my older cousin. And Brandon too. We used to all go and just play ball, play football. We used to play football in Brandon's yard or whatever. So I was fast. I had good hands. So everybody was like, "Man, Mikell, you should play ball." But the only thing I ain't like though is that Mikell was such a superb athlete that they always compared me to Mikell, and I couldn't be Mikell. Mikell was just a different beast. He's the most athletic of my family members that I would say, like, well, I don't say that. Well, yeah, I will say that. Yeah, he was dope. Mikell is dope. So I couldn't be Mikell, but I could be Mikell though, if you allowed me to be that. And so I got the confidence from my cousin, because my cousin started working me out. He was like, "Man, you're fast, you got good hands. I think you should try out, cuz." And I was like, "For real?" I was like, "Okay." So I came into our junior year when we did like spring football, and I ain't gonna lie now, I got ran over bad. You remember that spring game? Boy, that big boy from, I don't know what, man. And see, I like to tell people the highs and lows. Now I say, I don't make it pretty. It ain't pretty. My story ain't pretty. It ain't nothing pretty. I got knocked down, but I got back up. But a lot of people didn't think I would, but I got up. So, so for me, just to get back out there and to try, I remember like everybody laughing at me. I remember that. I remember people laughing at me. I remember my cousin came back to me. He said, "Hey, cuz, we're going to go back to work. Don't worry about it. We're going to go back to work. You just got to work on your tackling form and stuff like this and stuff like that." Cool. So I tried to come back and play. So where it came from was someone believing in me. Someone believing in me enough. Believing in me more than I believed in myself in a moment. And you're going to need that in life. Somebody's going to have to endorse you or believe in you before you even believe in it, or before you even know it in yourself. And that's what it was. So my cousin saw it in me, Canton Bynum. He saw it in me. And so I took a chance. And when it came to track, it was Spoo, Alton Brooks. Alton Brooks was like, he was like, "Skeet, you fast, man. You fast. You need to be on the track team." Now, the only thing about it was I was fast, but I won 200 fast. I won 100 fast. So I had to find my race. So once I found my race, which was the 400 and the 800, and then I did a little long jumping. And all this was raw talent. And I just, with the work ethic, I end up going to state for I went for 4x4 and the 4x8, you know what I mean? So that was, and I only ran track 1 year. That was my senior year, man. So having some people believe in me, man, and before I believed in myself, that was that switch.
Isn't that crazy? So it's so crazy again how many similarities we have too, because I don't know about you, but bro, I sit back sometimes and I think about, when you reminisce, I think about, man, what if I started in Little League like a lot of our friends? Or what if because for me, I started track, I didn't do any running until senior year, but junior year when I started, it was all throwing. So that was junior year. In football, I started a year later too. And just like you told that story, man, the earliest experience I can remember with football, man, spring practice. We were out there, and I won't say his name. I'm sure he'll never forget this, but I won't say his name. I don't know if you remember or not, but anyway, it was time for board drill. And this is before, like, I went from, like, for people that remember high school, sophomore to junior year was a huge change for me. When I started running and doing other stuff, I got more athletic. Man, I dropped like 30 pounds. So I was bigger. Oh yeah, this Thomas James look cuz and all this stuff. It was time for board drill, bro. it was my first experience with ward drill.
Uh-huh.
And I wound up, it was with at the time going into an upperclassman. And the coaches thought, okay, this will be a good matchup. Man, I froze like ice when we made contact. And I look back at it, I'm like, why can't I do that over? Because when we made contact, I really didn't feel nothing, but all I knew was I was just going backwards like I was in reverse. bro, to this day, I can remember some of the older players, who were finna be seniors. I think I remember like Byron walking up to me. It's like, hey, keep your head up, bro. And I remember thinking, man, I want to go home.
Right.
But I just think about how you said that. Like, I share that all the time because I was a dope athlete, but it was what you just said. It was raw talent. The skill and all that stuff, man. I just knew I wanted to do it, and I was blessed and fortunate to be able to play. I come from a very strict traditional household. My older siblings, my older brothers, all of them wanted to play football. They couldn't play, so I had two older siblings that did track, but that was it. So for me, I took advantage of every opportunity, which is why I wanted to do everything. If it was left up to me, bro, I would have been in the band. I would have did baseball, football, track, weightlifting. And I was hoping that wrestling caught on before we left out of there.
Right. Yeah.
That talent, man, that's always been the thing for the county. And that's another reason I like what I'm seeing right now. I feel like with the staff and the investment into these young kids, even the traction where they're showing and bringing the community into what they're doing. They posted every day, like what's going on.
Yeah.
That right there, what you said was key, bro. When somebody believes in you. So when they see, man, they believe in us. They sharing our uniforms. They sharing our workouts. They, we got hashtags now. We got new facilities. We got Nike. We got this and that. That right there makes you perform. Right. So I'm excited to see it, man. And I just love being able to be a part of something good. So that's why I've been around the house all week, man. Like, man, I'm going home.
I just want to make sure that I'm clear on this. So you're breaking this to me. So you're saying that you're going to go back to the county to talk to the football players for the game, bro.
To the team, man.
Do you remember you had came to the county one time to do that, and it was some red tape or something, right? And look at you now,
bro. Wait. So you remember that? See, what y'all don't know is that the reason why I told you that I could not think of no other person to do this than my bro, because truly, people don't know how thick we are. How we go. So we talk, like, it's a few people, from O2, and it's a few people from back home that I've never fell out of touch with. And even if it's been months, when we talk again, it's like, what up? Like, you're one of those people. So yeah, man, because I remember talking to you now that you said that, but I made a video about it too, where it was like, dang. And I got in my head too, bro. I got in my head and I got in my feelings, and I was like, Mike, no, you can't do that, because you ain't got this far by not staying in your humility, your humble, what Prince and Zola taught you to stay humble. But I had a moment, bro, when I went back home. Listen, this was the first time where I literally took off a whole Friday to go home, kind of a lot of hype around the start and stuff. I just want to visit and see who's still there and meet the principal in person and all this stuff. Man, it was like I was trying to invade a foreign country or something.
Right.
The secretary, and of course, it's at home. I knew the secretary. Secretary knows me. You just grow up, so knew my face, but in the back of my head, and y'all, this is what I want to tell the people watching too. It's okay to be real with yourself. In those moments where you feel you get a little out of character, recognize that and then know what you have to do. So, bro, I'm gonna be 100% honest. This is my first time seeing this. Maybe my second time. I think I was telling somebody about it last week when I was telling them about I'm going home to speak. I kind of got in my head. I was like, "What you mean I can't? What you mean I can't come in? Like I'm on the wall. Like man, this my school. What you mean I can't come in, man? I'm on the wall. Like I really wanted to say, go pick up a yearbook, but
Yeah.
this again, like the ego. And I was humble as you know, and I walked back to my truck, just feeling so despondent. This is, but again, that's why what you said right there, and reminded me about what I told you with that rate, with running, right? Run like your competition is there anyway. You're not running by yourself. So the lesson from that is, Mike, you know what you want to do. My 4Ks, keep going, keep grinding, keep showing, keep shining until you get back there. And I was talking to my brother and I told him, I said, you know, right now I'm seeking out, but I'm going to keep working until I'm sought out. And it's a difference. I'm seeking out. I want to come talk. I want to come talk to, you know, Eric Thomas is like my mentor that don't know I'm here. Because his pathway and seeing where he's come from. So I'm seeking out these opportunities because I want to add value. I want to give back, but I'm going to keep going until I'm sought out. But guess what? I'm going to still keep seeking out. So yeah, man, it really is. It feels good, man, because it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and to be able to get back there, bro, I can't tell you the emotions that stirs up. Like, man, I'm at home, you know.
Bro, I wish I could be there. I wish I could be there.
Man,
I wish you would have told me, because that's a beautiful circle. That's a beautiful circle, and I just want to be a part of that circle, bro. That I want to be there to hold my brother up, man. But no, I will be there with you, man, in spirit. And
sure.
I hope I get a chance to like send you a nice little message, man, before you do what you do, man. I know it's gonna be great.
Man, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, definitely. I wanted to do it right, man. So, you know, everything works out. I got a videographer and all that stuff, and you know, I'm gonna document it nicely. And here's the thing, man. It'll be a few minutes, but I'm treating it like it's an hour. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how proud and excited I am to be able to do it. So, yeah, man. So that warrior mentality, bro. You know, when we in high school, you're an athlete, you're just thinking about being professional, right? It's like, I'm gonna keep going on the next level. You don't think as a 16, 17-year-old that this gonna end. I'm gonna keep going to the next level. But you were MVP at something else, and something that's never been questioned. You can turn it on and off like this. I just snap of a finger. You're acting. It's impeccable, man. So tell me what that journey was like, coming from high school to now do what you're doing, and tell everybody a little bit about that, like what Mikell is doing right now, man, and just that journey, because seeing that for me, like I'm the biggest cheerleader for my people, man, when they're doing some great things, and you know, every announcement of this and that play and this opportunity. So how did that happen, man? And how did you get to that avenue of your life to where you are now?
Man, thank you for what the way it started, man. It started for me, and it started in church, you know, just doing little church plays and little speeches, and growing up in the Baptist church, you know, the line might be Merry Christmas, everybody. But you know what I'm saying, just hey, you know, still had to get up there and had to say those things. You know, it takes a lot of courage, and you can be shy as a little kid, but I was never shy. So I get up there in front of people and I say my line of the Merry Christmas, everybody. And, you know, everybody in the church just raise up, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking as a 6-year-old, about 5 or 6, I'm looking at I'm like, wow, it's about what 100 and 150 people standing up, you know what I'm saying, just off of my words. Just imagine what I could do with thousands, with millions of people.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. So I'm like, man, so I've always had that in me. Like I want it. I want it. Hey, put me in the arena, man. I bet I could feel it. You know, you're gonna feel my energy. Like I'm gonna. And then I realized too that nothing is given to you. Nothing is truly given to you, man. Like I earned every role I got, and you know, like, and it's like I've always said, like, just open the door. And my thing is like, you gonna give me an opportunity, and I got this opportunity, and you think I'm gonna mess this up? Nah. I got so many people that don't know they're looking at me. And that's weird to say. They don't know they're looking at me, but looking at me. Because here's the thing. It's somebody in Phoenix City that don't know, like, Mikell, who is that? He's acting, but then they may watch this because they may know you, or somebody may know you, and they say, you know what, this guy named Mikell Sapp. Oh, Mikell Sapp. Oh, what has he done? Look him up. You know, you just Google now. Google. What has he done? Go and look. Oh, he done. Oh, he's doing this. He's doing that. Oh, okay. Wow. And he came from here. Okay. Don't even know they're looking at you, but looking at you. So, man, I everything I do, man, I do it like you said, man. For Princess Zola, I do it for my fam. I carry my city on my back, man. So, you know, I was blessed to continue the journey and to you know, did a little drama in junior high, did drama in high school. Did plays in high school, thought I was the man, and then got to college and realized, like, you know, Mikell, don't get too big now. Don't get too big because it's stuff that you got to work on now. And then once they popped that, you know, they popped my little bubble, and I realized, okay, I'm humbled, I'm good now. So I that's even more of the work ethic came back up of, you know, being humble and continue to work hard. To be professional, because, you know, sometimes, man, you know, different races don't have to deal with the same thing when it comes to, you know, second chances. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, say that.
So for me, man, I can't take an opportunity and clown with it and mess up and be unprofessional, because that may be my last chance. But some people may get a second chance, but there's no guarantee that I'm gonna get that. So every chance I get, man, I'm trying to be the most professional, the most responsible as I can be. So then I was able to go to college at Alabama State University. That theater program was amazing, man. It taught me so much. I learned so much in those four walls. I worked with so many great actors, you know what I mean? And what I walked away with is not only the respect from the faculty, but what means the most to me is having the respect of my peers. You know, the ones who I grind with every day, just like how it was when we were on the track team. I had the respect of my peers. And that is what matters to me the most. You know what I'm saying? Because you may not always get your roses, man, but, you know, but from the people who actually see your work ethic, just like right now, you giving me my roses right now, man. Like you say, it's so many legends you could have picked from who went to Russell County, man, but you picked me, and I didn't want to let this opportunity to go by without saying thank you, man. Like, this is a truly an honor for me, and I appreciate this so much, man, because it just reaffirms that, Mikell, everything you've done, you're doing, and will do matters.
Yeah.
It matters. I wouldn't be here right now face to face with you if none of it matters. So thank you again for that. And so I went to you know, ASU, and I ended up graduating.
Bro, let me pause you right there.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait to the day to see, I don't know, some type of production or what. Maybe I'm speaking this out into the universe, bro, but the talent that has come out of ASU in terms of the theater and that whole world of acting, and bro, it's crazy. Like,
right.
Probably every couple months, I'm like, oh, Alabama State. And then just connections and seeing what all y'all are doing now, man, in different parts of the world. That's crazy. I just had to say that because I'm like, man, when you said the Alabama State, that theater program, just the whole thing, man, y'all, it's some straight fire. that could be a whole nother
I was
Another
about to say it's a
series.
whole nother like segment, man. Like for real, for man, all the like people who are like grinding, who have came from Alabama State University, man. It's a lot of us out there doing great things, man. So you know, it's like that's another thing too that keeps me humbled and hungry because you know what I'm saying. Because I stay in my lane. I know there's a place for me in this world because I know this is something that I truly have a skill set. Like this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you put me in a room. Hey, they gonna have to recognize. Oh, he got talent. Now, okay, he good. Now, is he the right person for this role? You know, we gotta decide that. But it's not that he doesn't have the talent. So that's a whole different thing. But then I was able to be at the right place at the right time. Man, I didn't even know what I wanted to do after I graduated. I knew I didn't want to do any more schooling. I didn't know I didn't want to do no more schooling.
Right.
I'm good with that. So
man, for real.
And just like I don't know, you know, what people believe in, but you know, like I just feel like God works in mysterious ways. And for me, I end up being in a competition, and then someone from the competition seeing me gave me a card and was saying, hey, there's an opportunity to audition for a play in Minnesota. You know, send me your headshot resume, see what happens. I was the only one out of my colleagues who received the card who actually followed up and sent my headshot resume in. So I was told. I end up getting called up for an audition. I went up, auditioned. They gave me the role right there. Want you to, want you to be in this play. And I went to Minnesota. Yes, everybody talk about it. Minnesota, boy, cold up there, ain't it? Yes, it's cold. Yes, yes.
Bro, Ski, what the hell you doing in Minnesota?
What are you doing in Minnesota, boy? What is it? The black folks up there? Yes. But even then, though, the focus for me wasn't even about that. I used to tell my sister was so mad. She was like, you can't go to Atlanta nowhere. Tyler Perry ain't hiring. Look, man, everybody can't go to Tyler Perry. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I gotta run my race. So I end up having to go to Minnesota, man, and I just been able to be in a different. I tell my sister all the time, you know, man, I gotta go forward to bring it back. That's why I always tell her, I gotta go forward to bring it back. I got to. And so I've been able to learn so much, grow in a different community. And I have another community of people, man, who just, again, nourish the seed that I am, believe in me. And man, I'm growing, man. I've been able to do a lot of plays. I've been in a lot of commercials. I've done a couple of films. So I'm blessed. I'm truly blessed. And like I said, man, everywhere I go, everybody want to ask me where I'm from. I still say the same thing: Phoenix City, Alabama. I don't try to just make it the biggest city near me. Oh, I'm from Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta.
Right.
No, Phoenix City. They be like, where that at? Look on the map. It's on there. Go find it. Go
hey, bro. This is literally what I say. Because you will never hear me say I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. Mm-hmm. This is what I always say. I'm from Phoenix City by way of Fort Mitchell, because I want to give a nod to both.
Yes.
Last place my father stayed and a lot of my siblings, and when I stayed with a lot of my siblings and my father, they were in Phoenix City. But I grew up Full Oak Street, Fort Mitchell, Alabama, aka the Quarter. So I tell people that, and then they'd be like, Phoenix, Arizona. No, Phoenix City. And spell it right. Spell it right. Look at the map. It's the most eastern part of Alabama that sticks out into Georgia. That's where I'm from. In fact, we're on Eastern time. So that's my whole spiel, bro.
Hey, I don't know if you remember them 165 boys, but I can't spell Phoenix City but one way. PHENIXCITY. Spell it.
Hey, shout out to the 165 boys. Listen, that's the thing, so artists, actors, entrepreneurs, grade A employees, all kind of things, man. That's doing. Even as I'm saying this, it's just names. I'm literally looking out my window right now. It's just names popping up in my head. Like reach out to them, Mike. Reach out to them, Mike. Reach out to them. And how blessed are we to be able to say that people don't realize the impact. Like Russell County High School, Phoenix City, Alabama, man. What is, have the population got over 30,000 yet? I don't know. I feel like I feel like that's like the cap. But the greatness that's come from that, man, that's what it's all about. And you said something that jumped out to me, man, jumped out from the screen. You said opportunity. And the great philosopher Seneca said the opportunity, luck is just where opportunity meets preparation. And so when somebody tells you good luck, there's some action in there. Like, thank you, appreciate it. But are you preparing? Are you preparing for the opportunity when it comes at you? When somebody calls and, what I'm preparing for, bro, is when somebody calls me and say, Mike, I need you in Colorado to speak to this group. Can you do it? Psh, I was waiting on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When somebody calls and say, I need you to coach this person that has this kind of portfolio and all that stuff, I was waiting on you. Say less. So look, opportunity meets preparation. So prepare, man. I love it. Bro, you're going to have to make sure you send me all your information so I can put it in the description. Y'all make sure y'all check out all the ways to see the dope stuff that my bro has going on. So, man, what's next, man? What's next for good old country boy, my bro, Mikell Sapp from Phoenix City, Alabama, doing some amazing things? What's next for you?
Man, just one thing I always tell people, man, is just continuing the grind. The grind, man, like it never stops for me, man. And just like you said, I'm gonna use that. Mikell, are you available? Shit, I'm waiting on you. Yeah.
Hey, what?
I'm waiting on you.
There you go.
I've been here literally waiting on you.
Looking at my phone, like, oh, okay, that ain't no.
Hey,
yeah. I was waiting on your call.
Waiting on you.
Let's go.
But no, man. Yeah, man. I have a show coming up, man. That right now, theaters are opening back up, but it's certain guidelines that we have to meet. But this one was actually done in a parking lot. We already did it, but we're remounting it for a couple more weeks. It's called What to Send Up When It Goes Down. And it's just to play, man, to honor Black people, just to honor Black people, to honor our ancestors, and just to love upon Black people a little bit. So it's a really dope play, man, that I'm fortunate to be able to do. It's in September. So that's one thing. And then, like I said, man, just the continuing things that I don't even know that's coming, man. I
like that.
It's a beautiful thing that you said, man, about seeking, but also being sought out. And that's the beautiful thing, is that I've developed enough of a skill set and enough of a professional portfolio that I'm blessed to be able to be sought out now. So, there are opportunities coming, and some I can't do. It's not that I don't want to. I can't do because, I'm already booked. So some folks feel like, oh, I got to get them early. So, so I have other plays that are coming in the future. I got one next year in the spring, man. It's called Parks. It's about this photographer, this Black photographer by the name of Gordon Parks. And
nice, Gordon Parks, heavy hitter.
Yeah. So you know about Gordon Parks?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so yeah, we're doing a show about him.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah, so those are just a couple of things I got coming up, man. And one of the greatest things that I had that I was able to do during the pandemic, man, was start this little show with my brother. It's called the Bro Down.
Oh man.
And you're a faithful voter, man. I appreciate you, man. I thank you
no doubt, man.
I appreciate it. So it was just a way, man. Like like the pandemic affected the people in different ways, and so for me, man, I just wanted to do something with my brother, man. I love my family. I love my brother. We was able to bro down on some music, man, and stuff like that, man. So that's something that's just always fun. So that's something that could be coming back too. I need to go ahead and finish season 2. And season 3 will probably start sometime soon, man. It's just always something that always evolving and always present because we love each other, man, and we love having fun, man, and we love the energy that we're getting back from it, man. And that's something I want to be a part of great energy. I want to be a part of good, and that's really, really great energy for me, man. So I think that will be something that I'm going to be doing, and that's something that's also upcoming. Thank you for that.
Man, that's dope. That's dope, bro. When you said that about the bro down, and I thought about it, it's something there. It's just something awesome and unique about the class of 02 because I don't know of any other class that has those connections that we have. So many of us had older siblings that were seniors when we were freshmen. Like, you know how many sibling groups it is from 98 to 02?
And that's good to think about. I know it's me,
A bunch of them. Who else? Greg, man, it's a whole lot of them. And like right now on the spot, Keon, right now on the spot, I can't think of all of them, but it's a lot of them, man. And so when you say that family, it's something about it, man. We special. Not only to mention this, we talked about football, right? And you and I both got a chance to experience captainship senior year. And just thinking about that, I think we were I'm not thinking, I know we were one of the only few classes to come out of Russell County. And I'm talking about Russell County. I ain't talking about, so look, uncles and all that stuff. Look at it, man. No, because the Chavala team. No, I'm talking about Russell County High School that opened their doors 1991. That's what I'm talking about. I think we are one of the only few classes that can say we went to the playoffs twice.
Yeah.
Now, don't ask us our record. We ain't talking about that.
Hey, we got to talk about that. Mind your business. Mind your business. We made to the playoffs. Mind your business.
Mind your business. We beat the right people. And I always hold on to that, man. And I'm like, that's something special that we can always look back and say, we did that. Because if you talk about that void, right, after 98, 99, everything was a letdown because you went undefeated. So even if we went, just let's say our sophomore year, if we went 8-2, 7-3, we would have been happy, made it back to the playoffs, but it's a letdown from going 10-0,
right.
And then I don't know about you, but for me, I thought sophomore year and senior year was the closest chance we was going to have to being undefeated. The reason why I say that is sophomore year, we had all them beasts coming back.
Yes.
Terrell and Sid and all them coming back.
AJ, Mike, Bobby Thomas.
That team, that when you talk about raw talent, the talent that team had, even the underclassmen, I think of like that was the height of Head just getting into his like natural beast strength. Right. And all these folks, dude, the JV team, the varsity, I really thought that hurt my heart to this day. I ain't gonna lie. 99, 2000 football year, to this day, I look back at it and I'm like, how in the hell did that happen? I can't even explain it. And we were just so close so many times.
And then I think we added players too, man, like Luther Williams, Perry Kyle.
Look, we're not even gonna talk about. That's what I'm saying. Like the juniors, who was a year ahead of us, Tommy, all them. We talking about these guys should have been all-state athletes in dual sports, either in football and baseball or football and basketball, football and track. That was the talent that was on that team. So that's why I'm looking back at it and like that 99, 2000 year, I really thought like, oh yeah, is back. You know, how you do the same coach. I still don't understand it. It's like an equation that I will never be able to solve.
No.
but then senior year, it was the same thing because some of those underclassmen, my bro, this is just a shout out to my bro Brandon Battle, man. Like he supports me in everything I do. But Brandon and some of those guys come behind us that were juniors and sophomores. It was some beast.
And
And so senior year.
And if you name Brandon Battle, you can't say Brandon Battle without Chris Benton and Alton Brooks.
Listen,
them three.
Man, listen, Chris, one of the fastest, and Chris, I feel like he never even tried. Like Chris, if Chris tried, I feel like Chris could have ran 4.3.
He could have. He could have ran a 4.2. Like, come on, Chris.
Spook, Brandon, I'm talking about some literal beasts. Smoke, all them boys come behind us. Like, it's just one of those things. Again, it's equations that I'll never be able to solve, but we'll be able to hold on to that legacy. It is a legacy, despite record, to say that, hey, we went twice. And look, again, tell our Phoenix City fam up at Central, ain't nobody talking to y'all right now. Y'all bragging on going to the playoffs twice. We go my class, we went every year. Ain't nobody talking to y'all. So, but yeah, bro, man, listen, I appreciate you, man. One more thing I want you to do.
Okay.
Take this moment, and for that young man, that young woman who's at an even smaller school, an even smaller town, that says, well, yeah, I see y'all, two Black men, y'all doing stuff. You got a business, you're an actor, but I don't have those opportunities. Talk for a moment, talk to that person. What would you say, or some advice you would give to that young person watching? Because, two of my focuses with my coaching is youth coaching and transformation coaching. So I love working with the youth, whether it's speaking to a school or even youth clients that I have, or mentoring. So what would you say to that person, specifically to that young person that says, well, I ain't got opportunities like that. I hear what y'all saying, but I ain't got opportunities like that. What's some advice you would give that person?
What I would tell them is straight up this. It's easy to listen to what I'm saying, but it's harder to do, put into action. Put into action. Just when you think that the world don't believe in you, believe in yourself enough to get your butt up and do it for yourself. Because one thing that I feel like is something I can't take for granted is that I had impactful people who believed in me. I tell my brother all the time, I said, man, I believe my nephews are gifted. I said, but instead of going so hard on, just tell them one day, hey, look, let me tell you something. Even if you fall short, I still believe in you. I still believe in you. I believe that you can overcome that little bit of a fall. Because it's not a constant fall. It's only constant if you let it. Just get back up and do. I'm telling you, believe in yourself. That's the main thing. That's something that has pushed me, that I never stopped believing in myself. Even when the world said, or statistics may say, like, nah, you ain't gonna make it, you're not gonna do this, I never stopped believing in myself. And I know you don't know me, and it may not mean much to you, but I believe in you. I believe in you enough when nobody else will. So go and do. Go and do.
Bro, man, just amazing, impactful way to end this impactful conversation, man. I truly, truly appreciate you for taking the time out to just chat it up with me, man. I told you before we started, man, we're just going to have a conversation. We're going to flow and roll like we do. So beyond my expectations, man. I appreciate you because I know you busy. You got a lot going on. So I thank you for just doing this, man, and hanging out with your bro for just for just a moment, just to have an impactful conversation. So thank you.
No problem, man. Thank you, man. And again, man, I'm humbled and I'm honored and I appreciate this opportunity, man. Like I said, they don't come often. And when this came up, man, you best believe I was ready. I should have told you. You asked me.
Waiting on you.
I wait on you. I should have told you. I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you.
Hey, I was waiting on the call. Listen, to all the warriors of the county that's doing some amazing things, some impactful things to the community, the world, the universe. Be waiting on me because I want to reach out to you. If you're watching this and you're doing some great things, to all my warrior family, let me know, man, because I would love to continue this, man. It's amazing the inspiration that we can get from little old Russell County. So right. I'm excited, man. Warriors for life. Listen, again, thank you all for watching. Go ahead and subscribe, comment, let me know what you thought. Also, make sure you check out the ways to find out more about what Mikell is doing. I'll put that in the description below. And y'all come back again next time for another episode of Impactful Conversations. Peace.